Welcome to Gen Z Journey. I moved down to London a month and a half ago, and over this 1.5 month, it has transformed my life and transformed different things, like my mindset. I've learned so much, and it's basically been I don't know, mind blowing, mind blowing experience. I feel like I exaggerate a bit too much, but definitely today, here again, another moment where I'm just gonna discuss about how this 1.5 month has been for me moving down to London. Unemployed, I don't have a job yet. Hopefully, I'll get one soon, but we'll get into that later. So, pretty much in today's episode, I will talk about me myself moving down to London, like over this past 45 days, what has happened. I'll talk about my social life, my career, kind of career, I guess, career-ish, lifestyle, and then dating. Actually, a very interesting topic. Well, I'm not sure if you guys are excited about it, but I'm definitely excited about that, and definitely like all the things I've learned over this 1.5 months. So, yes, let's just dive straight into it. So, I'm not sure what have I talked about in the previous episodes, like previous moments or whatever. Because, yeah, basically, after after I broke up, after I resigned, I talked with my friends, and then initially I was thinking of staying in Nottingham and then just finding a job there. Like I want to. I'm not even sure if I talk about this. I wanted to enter venture capital industry, and then I was just thinking, perhaps I can just stay in Nottingham. Like the cost of living is so low, my rent is super cheap. I can just stay there and try to find my next job. And once I found it, I can just move down to London. But it's one particular line that my friend inspired me. She said, what's stopping you from moving down to London? Because she said, like, pretty much you can just, like, if you can't support your, like, financially, you can support yourself as well. You can just find a cafe job, and you can pay for your bills, your rent, and all that. So, what is actually stopping you? And then I realized, in fact, like, yeah, nothing is really, really stopping me, because like all the things in Nottingham is just telling me that I should leave there. And the only reason, which is the stupid reason, was just like, oh, everyone says that London is expensive, and I just don't want to leave that comfort zone of how cheap Nottingham is. So that is actually the fact. So then I decided that, originally I was even thinking on moving down October. So today is actually October 18. I was thinking of moving down early October, but then I realized most of my friends are leaving, like, Nottingham around end of like August, or like early September as well. I was like, yeah, like I should leave by then, because the original reason of leaving on October is that there is a half marathon. Like, there's this thing called Robin Hood Half Marathon that happens in Nottingham every single year. I lived there for 3 years. I run marathons, half marathons, but I never joined it. So I was like, I'm gonna join it as a proper farewell and leave. But then I realized that, I can just move down to London. I can travel back, and then do that half marathon, and then just travel back. So I like come back to London. So that's what I did. Eventually, I moved down to London on 31st of August. Wow, I remember that day. It was like really quite a new experience for me. Like kind of really doing something new again. It's like, it's kind of like the feeling of moving from Malaysia to the UK once again. But definitely this one is a lot easier. It's like it's not that hard, obviously. Yeah, it's just moving down to London. So yeah, and I did it, and like over this past 1.5 month, I never regretted it, and then I feel like I should have come down earlier, in fact. So yeah, but I think let's just dive down into the first thing. So, talking about social aspect of how it transformed me. In fact, there's this one realization this realization I made in one of my dates. So originally, I was thinking like this is quite a huge risk because I moved down to London with no job, and then London is definitely more expensive. So I did some calculation and realized that because when I worked at Meta, they pay really well, and then I don't spend that much, so I've been saving a lot of money. So all that money can actually cover me 1 year without working, living in London without working. So yeah, I can pretty much survive here even without working. And then if I do work in a cafe and all that, that will be like add-on income for me. Um, yeah, so I'm actually quite fortunate. And then but I do consider this a risk as well. It's like multiple risks I've done. Like one of them is that I think the first risk I've done in my first life is that I spent most of my saving onto Ethereum mining. That ended up well. Second is starting a business. That ended up well as well. The third one is funding my ex education so that we can potentially have a life together. That did not work out well, but the result, like the outcome, I didn't lose anything as well. It's just not my intended outcome, but I ended up gaining something from it as well. So, which is something I'm quite happy about. And this is another risk I'm taking. Like I'm gonna spend my saving on moving down to London without a job. But then during one of my dates, I shared this to the girl, and then she was saying that actually comparing to all whatever I've done previously, like all the risks I've taken, this is comparatively less risky, which then I realized, yes, actually it is. I am not putting myself into a lot of risk. I'm using my saving, but it's not my life saving. I'm not putting all my money into this. In fact, I still have multiple layers of savings, investment, and all that, which I'm not touching. So I'm comparatively safe, and it made me realize, why am I thinking that this is such a big risk that I took? And the conclusion that I made is that it's actually leaving my friends. I think one big thing when you come overseas is that you have to build a new social circle. You have to your friends and all that become really important because you don't really have family here and all that. So, turned out that became a very important part of me, making it really hard for me to leave Nottingham. And yes, I'm glad that I did that. Definitely, I'm still connected with them, and in fact, the next week I'm gonna meet some of them because they're traveling down to London, which is amazing. But yeah, moving down to London, that was tough. Before I moved down to London, I have already contacted. I was chatting to people on LinkedIn, learning more about like venture capital roles, and then I do got to know a few friends of friends which are living in London to learn about renting and all that. So once I came down, I definitely connected with some of them, and meeting up with all my LinkedIn contacts as well. That has been amazing. But through those, I made a few friends, but not much, and definitely not because like I don't know. For me, I'm quite a conservative person in terms of sharing, so I need to feel really comfortable with a person before I can really open up to them and all that. But definitely, I realize it's not that hard to make friends. You can just meet people. Definitely, if they're not right, you can still connect with them, and then just like what previous one of the podcast with Min Yao, he said that different friends can have different purposes. So there's we can always make friends, and that we will just go to them for different purposes. And right now, definitely, I haven't found um a friend for all my purposes in London, but I realize, yeah, it's not that hard to make friends. Know people, we can just message them, meet them, and that's how I found friends, which I wanted to learn more on podcasts. I found a friend that's really into movies, and then what else? Yeah, I did find someone that does running as well. Went on park runs, and actually through different social events, I met friends which are into Notion, board games, yeah, different things. But I think I'm going to get into that later. But I guess initially, a very funny thing is that I did get a bit. So initially, when I came down, I didn't have much friends. What I did is I joined many networking events, and then I got a bit bored at one point. So I downloaded Hinge again because I stopped using dating apps for quite some time after I started my podcast. I just got too busy, and then after coming down to London, I got a bit bored, so I downloaded that again and then started kind of like dating again. Yeah. But I guess we'll go into that dating part later on when we're into the dating section. But through all these networking events, I'm just surprised by how easy it is to make friends. You know, you can just connect with people and just meet different people. And yeah, like through networking events, I guess I never really made friends. Most of them are connections until I joined a Notion event, which I really loved. I would definitely recommend anyone that loves Notion you should go for it. You can really genuinely make friends there. That's where I make a few friends, and then I got to know a board game social, which is pretty much free. You don't like it happens in a pub, but you can pretty much not order drinks. Definitely it's better if you order drinks, you know, kind of support the pub as well. But if you are thick face enough, you can actually choose not to order drinks. So yeah, I joined that events, and then I realized I met new people that are into board games, and then I know the organizer, which happened. I knew him from the Notion event because he organized the Notion event, and then he loves organizing different events. That's how he organized the board game event, and then he's doing a Halloween night as well, which I'll be joining. So I don't know, like London is amazing. I guess there's just so many people of different interests. Definitely you have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to go and reach out and meet different people. But as long as you do that, it's impossible to not find anyone of similar interests. So I guess that is the first thing. Like I guess I haven't fully built my social circle, but definitely I'm building it, which is truly amazing. I feel like now I have a few people that I can reach out to whenever I want to. Of course, definitely one thing I realized, if you want to find your, I don't know, local community, what I did is I joined university events, like Malaysian university events where I met Malaysians. In London, it's so big that even like during Malaysia Day, National Day, I forgot, was there something? Yeah, and I think when I moved out, it was National Day, but I believe definitely there was something there. So Malaysia Day, there was some event as well. There's just so many things happening. Like there's such a diverse community that it's hard not to find people of the same culture or interest. So yeah, it made me realize, yeah, reaching out, finding people is not that hard, and then in fact, it is easy and fun. So I guess that's, yeah, building a social circle, definitely very easy. But next thing, then we hopped on to career and all this. So definitely right now I don't have a job, but I've been meeting all my LinkedIn contacts, and then they've just been amazing. I don't know. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure which part of me changed, but I realize right now it's just so easy to chat with people. I There's one extreme point in time. One day I met four different people for coffee. That is crazy. I'm not doing that again because I'm an introvert. I need time to recharge and all that. But that made me realize that it's like people are nice. Generally, I had coffee chat with them, and then yeah, they're just so nice. We talk about different things. They openly share about different things, and then they are able to connect me with different people as well, which is pretty much which is another amazing thing. So, I got to know so many people. I learned so many things, and like of course, like there's networking events where you can join to meet different people as well. So that's another plus of London. But actually, direct career. Right now I'm actually in part of a career accelerator program, but that is not directly related to London. But being in London definitely gives you access to more resource. Like if you want to, like most opportunities are in London. Like all the jobs I applied to are in London, so it makes it easier. And then there's even some interviews after I applied to them. I didn't get through, but I knew some interesting people inside, and then I just messaged them and schedule a meetup with them because I just want to learn more about them, which is totally possible now that I'm in London. So hopefully I do get a job. Like the pay I'm looking the pay I was looking at is like they are amazing as well. Yeah, I think we'll get into that later as well. But I just basically, yeah, hopefully I get a job soon, and then I can fully dive deep into this in the future. But generally, opportunity for me, I'm looking into like venture capital, startup, investing. Yeah, I can easily meet people in this kind of things. So like personally, I do equity crowdfunding as well. Just so happy that because I'm here, I'm able to join a investor event and then met up with like very interesting people, met up with the founder, and then knew about this amazing investment opportunity. And also I joined like basically like Notion. I join Notion events. I join Slack event. Upcoming, I'm gonna join the generative AI event by Runway, and then there's also one event by Adobe Express. Like, I guess all this just shows all the opportunities that are within here. And one of them, the thing I'm trying to find is trying to find like a podcast community group or like creator community group to join, which I guess I haven't dug deep into it, but definitely like through other events, meeting other people, they have actually recommended me some events that are quite related that I might be joining. So yeah, London is amazing in terms of this because like it's the capital of the UK, so all the opportunities are here, and yeah, as long as you seek for it, it would definitely you would definitely get something. Personally, I actually think that I will get a job, but before the end of this year, there is 2 full months left, 2.5 months to be exact. Definitely, it's quite scary that I'm putting this commitment out here, telling the world about it, but I'm quite confident, and we'll see how it goes. Yes, let's see. By the way, I'm actually hiring an intern. If you're interested, email us or like drop me a message on Instagram because I know that I wouldn't have much time to work on this when I have a full-time job. So if you're interested, do let me know. It's actually on our website. You can apply through that as well. So yes, side note, yeah. But boom. Next thing. Lifestyle. So I guess this is one of the biggest concern about most people. Like, oh, London is expensive and all that. I wouldn't deny that. I wouldn't deny that. But personally, I don't think it's that super expensive, honestly. So what I do is I have a very I am quite good at budgeting. And right now my budget for every month, including rent, is 2,250. But this 2,250 definitely includes rent, all my living expenses, transport, everything. It includes also money that I save up to just spend on rewarding myself. So okay, 150 of them is for totally rewarding myself. 150 of them is for like long-term saving, which I actually consider more like if I want to go travel and all that, I'll spend from that pot of fund. And then there's also £75, which I save for like charity. Is there anything else? It was like 20. There used to be passive income. I took that. I no longer save for that. Oh, and then there's 150 for education as well. So pretty much, I think if I do some brief calculation, let me just do it right here. So sorry, because I think if I can give like the actual number, it will be amazing. 75 plus minus 2,250. So yes, okay. So I have 1,725 for like all my expenses. That is like my actual expenses. Of course, if I want to buy something I really love, I can tap on my reward money to reward myself. But generally, it's hundreds, 1,725, which is what I spend for everything, including rent. And my rent is 950, bills included. So that kind of leaves me to, where is it? Come on. Why do I not see that prompt? 775 for like transport, eating, groceries, whatever expenses. Yeah, I found this actually okay. Like I'm surprised that London is expensive, more expensive, but not too expensive. Definitely, I don't eat out that much. And oh yeah, take into account that I actually go on dates as well. Those are the most expensive things I'll say, but yeah, it doesn't break my wallet, which is really amazing, which I'm very super surprised. Yeah, so that is a crazy thing. I think definitely in London, transport is more expensive, and then rent is more expensive. But definitely I'm lucky. 950 gives me quite a really nice place in Zone 4 with Elizabeth line that helps me a lot, and then bills included. That's amazing. Like I mean, you can look at the background. I'm not sure if you like it. I really love this place. So rent is expensive, transport is more expensive, and food is will be more expensive if you eat out. But I don't generally eat out that much. I do cook myself a lot more. When I eat out, it's usually dates and all that. I rarely eat out myself. So I think definitely depends on how you manage your budget. But yeah, I can live well with 1,725 a month. So I think even with the 30,000 salary, you can actually live quite well. So I guess it depends on how you spend your money. But definitely, London is amazing. There is so many things happening. Like for example, the things I have went to, of course, like all these networking events. Some of them are not free, so I have to pay for it, or some of them are free. But when you go for it, you have to like pay for a drink or something. But besides that, I have went for a what's that? I went for London Film Festival, amazing. Just happened a few days ago. I went and watched the UK premiere of Night Bitch. Amy Adams was there, £30 ticket, but it's well worth it. And then I went for bouldering. Bouldering is more expensive. That is so random. But okay. End of this year, there's that fireworks, New Year Eve fireworks, which today I just bought the tickets, £35. Not cheap as well. Upcoming, there's like so many events. There's that Battersea fireworks as well, which I'll be going. Did I not go for other interesting events? I said that there's like so many interesting things, but I realized I didn't actually go for that many of them. Did I? Yeah. Yeah. Perhaps I guess I did not go that many events. I don't know. I guess I should really look through. I am if I look through my list of things, definitely there's a lot of interesting things that I've went through. But like, oh yeah, I went and watched Hamilton as well. That's one big thing as well. So there's definitely a lot of things happening in London. So many attractive things to do and to have fun. So I guess you have to manage which one do you want to do. But yeah, like for me, it basically proves that I would love to, but I don't really like to do vlogs and all that. So I wouldn't like to do a full video on breakdown of how I spend and all that. But if you guys are interested in a podcast format, I don't mind sharing that in the near future. Yeah, so yeah, definitely London has a lot of attractive things to do that you have to control yourself. And being in London, being like it's the capital of UK. You have access to whatever you want to buy, which is very tempting. I have bought quite a few things, like like Regent Street, Tottenham Court Road is just there. It's just 20 minutes from my place. It's just so tempting. So definitely that is something that I'm controlling myself like as well. There's so many things I had like a shopping wish list that I wish to like have all the things I want to buy, but I'm waiting for my first job and then I'll reward myself after that. So I guess definitely there's this increasing lifestyle shift. And oh yeah, all the cafes as well. Not to say it, all of that. But ultimately, rent is more expensive, transport more expensive, food is more expensive, but it depends on whether you want to spend on that. So it's something that you can definitely control. You have to allocate more budget compared to other cities, but I personally say it's just like definitely a few £100 more, but not too much, I would say. So yeah, that is, I don't know, lifestyle in London, I guess. But I do really love it. Okay, I guess other than the financial part, London is a lot more fast paced, which personally, me coming from Kuala Lumpur, I'm a city guy. I love public transport. I really enjoy fast pace. I walk really fast. Perhaps a red flag, but yeah, I really like it. But I can understand some people might not enjoy this, and I think like peak hours in the morning and evening are crazy. Tube is packed as fuck. Yeah, even for Elizabeth line, there's one time where I was taking the tube like at 9 a.m. and then I was like packed like sardines. But you know, it's Elizabeth line. It's good. It's better than like all the deep tube, Northern, terrible, Central, terrible. So yeah, I guess it's good enough. But definitely that is another lifestyle thing that some people might not enjoy other than the financial part. But for me, I love it. There's just so many things happening, so many things to do, and I like how fast paced it is. I hope I don't know, maybe I'll regret it after I start working, but for now, I am looking forward to it actually. Yeah, yeah. I'll see how it goes. Anyways, but yeah, I don't know. I guess have I been going too fast? But definitely social, career, lifestyle. The next thing I'm going into is dating. I really wonder if I missed out on anything. Yeah, I don't know. I like how it transformed me, but dating is definitely one big thing that transformed me. I guess it widened my new perspective and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, so before when I was Nottingham, it's a really small city. It's a city, but it's very small. When I was using dating app, I don't get matches that often. I was like widening my area to like whole of UK. I even matched with someone in Belgium. Yeah, because that's how desperate I am. Like there's just so few people in Nottingham. So I didn't get to meet like actually have dates that many times. Yeah, like in-person dates. So yeah, what happened is that I only had two of them, and then once I came down to London, I was using the same mindset. Like I thought I'm quite desperate basically, but then I realized because of the sheer size of London, there's just so many people. I don't have to be so desperate. I can be not to say like, oh my God, people will come to me, but if I be so desperate, I will get it will be very overwhelming because I have standards. I would reply to people and all that kind of stuff. So it kind of adjusted my expectations a bit, realizing that oh my God, there are so many people here, so I can actually it's easier for me to find the right one. I don't have to like originally like even back Nottingham, I'll try to get more matches, hopefully meet up in person to know them more. But in London, because there's so many people, so you can start filtering even on the app level even before like meeting in person, which is absolutely amazing. And yeah, I was able to meet people. Like actually, I think by now I have went on dates with five different people, so it's amazing. Meeting different people, seeing people from different background, and then realizing that talking to girls is not that hard. I really had a self-esteem issue, and then I am not that confident. Like I don't know, 5 years ago, maybe. Yeah, I glad that I don't know. Like one of the transformation I've done in London, it made me realize how confident I can be, and then how I don't know. I think many things just change in this life. I think it's a really good time that I should really work on some reflection after this episode, figuring out why I have became so confident on all this kind of stuff. Like not just during dates, even on podcasts and all that, even meeting new friends, they'll think that I'm an extrovert, and in fact, no, I am a fucking introvert. Like, after like especially like what I said, like that the most extreme day I had, I met like four people, and then I really need to recharge, and then. Even before every single meeting, I'm nervous, especially when I'm meeting like VC investors and all that. I'm like meeting people that know things and I'm learning from them. I don't want to waste their time. So I would be so anxious. I would prepare beforehand and all that kind of stuff. Like that's how I'm like, I need to prepare before. And then like some days after an event, I would just take the next day off at my home editing podcast and all this. I just chill and all. So that's how introvert I am. But no, I'm quite surprised that many people find I'm an extrovert. Yeah, yeah. But I don't know, like this dating thing is amazing. So originally, I guess I wasn't in. I think I was telling my dad that I and my friends that I would prefer to go onto events, get to know people, and then that's how I would maybe get to know someone that I'm interested in, and then start dating there, because I find that that's easier to meet someone of similar interest. But I guess that is more applicable when it's in Nottingham. In London, it's really different because of the sheer population. There's just so many people on dating apps that it's really high chance that you can meet someone of similar interest on dating apps. And the best thing about dating apps is that the people there are very intentional, and I think most of them are quite mature. On like they know that it's a dating app, so they know that it goes fast. You might be meeting different people and all that kind of stuff. So the people you know there, like they are quite explicitly saying that whether they're looking for a long-term relationship, short-term relationship, life partner, and all that. So it just filters out a lot of things. So I, yeah, I just find that dating app has been amazing. Um, and it's definitely something like right now I am. I actually don't know how to frame this. I guess I am getting to know someone, someone that I do find interesting, and we'll see if it works out. Definitely, I hope that it works out. But yeah, like even well, hopefully it works out. But if it doesn't work out, definitely continue using dating apps. Like that is what I've learned, that it is actually a very good tool. Like it is pretty much like people of the same intention meeting each other, which is a good thing, which is amazing. And in fact, I never paid for any subscription I was using Coffee Meets Bagel and Hinge. And then I mean definitely one thing is it's quite overwhelming, which there's quite a lot of options. And then Coffee Meets Bagel is the app is terrible for me, so I hated it. So I stopped using it. I just focused on Hinge, and then even right now my profile is paused because I'm meeting this interesting person that I just want to focus more on getting to know her. So yeah, I guess this is the first time I mean like previously, yeah, previously on the past two episodes, ironically we've been talking about dating, yeah, coincidentally, and this one I just like leaking more information, but basically that's the status I'm in, and I realized that dating apps can really work, and then yeah, I guess dating, I don't know, what else should I say about dating, like dating is amazing, yeah, dating is amazing and fun, knowing people, chatting with people, spending time with different people. But definitely one thing I'm definitely working on learning from my previous relationship is that I do want to have my own social circle as well, instead of just relying on finding find like finding a partner and then like join their social circle, because I think that having independent social circle that are non-conflicting is very important. You can have mutual ones as well, but you need to make sure that you have your own independent social circle at the same time. So that's definitely something I'm working on. Hopefully I'll get a job as well, and yeah, hopefully get a partner, like, and so we'll see how it goes. Yeah. I don't know. Has this episode been useful? I don't know. I feel like it's just me don't know, throwing out like the amazing things about London. But honestly, it's been amazing. I guess I never I okay, I think I'll talk about really how it transformed me on in the conclusion segment, but I don't know. I really feel weird because I've been so happy in London. I really love London. I've been telling everyone that everyone should move to London. Yeah. And I feel like why is London so good? Like, has there been a bias? There's even one day when it's like raining outside. It's a Monday, a very depressing Monday when it's raining. And then I was very happy that day. Like, I don't know how this London adrenaline just keeps me so happy. Yeah. So yeah, I've been questioning, but definitely, I guess it's all this new things, opportunities in London that really make me so happy and so excited for my life here. Like originally, I was thinking that just because like I only have 1 year worth of money to spend in living in London without the job, I was thinking like if it doesn't work out in 1 year, I'll just move back to Nottingham or something. But right now, no, I'm like I'm gonna live in London for the rest of my life. It might be a bit immature to say this, but until this point in time, I'm saying that, and I'm definitely gonna find a job. I'm gonna stay here, and I foresee myself moving further into the city in the near future, just to enjoy London life. Yeah, that's how London has been for me. Yeah, London is amazing. Um, but I guess my biggest takeaway and what I have learned here is that yeah, but okay, definitely I guess I have learned things not just from being in London. Like I've started doing therapy thanks to this podcast, meeting so many people that shared with me that therapy is very helpful. So that has been particularly helpful for me as well. But yeah, London, what how did London transform me? It made me realize that yeah, meeting people is totally fine. Dating is totally fine, and then you can be friends with that definitely depends on it's a two-way street with some girl you meet, but you can be friends with them even if even you reject them or they reject you, which both happen. I've rejected someone have rejected me as well. And then like yeah, online dating is very normal. I don't know, I guess it's very normal for many people, but in my I guess in my culture we never really talk much about it, so it's less normal. Yeah, then yeah, networking events is not that scary. It's easy to get to know people, it's easy to strike up a conversation. And I guess life in London is not that expensive. Oh yeah, like the lifestyle part of it, there's just so many things happening that at this point in time, originally I was thinking of places to go to escape the depressing winter, but right now I'm just enjoying it so much that there's just so many things happening every single week, like whether it's like networking events or like just fun events like the London Film Festival I went to. Yeah. So I just generally don't feel the need to travel out of the country yet. Maybe a year later I'll get bored of London and then I'll like desperately want to escape to Greece or something, but not now. Now I still love London and I'm looking forward to all the events that are happening. So yeah, yeah. Back to how it transformed me. Definitely. Easy. It's I learned that it's very easy to talk to people, very easy to meet new people, make new friends. Dating is fine. You can you can be friends with people you reject with, or they rejected you. Finding a job is easy. Not sure, but definitely I've learned from a lot of people, and I really thank them for it. I really appreciate them, and yeah, it's really not so scary moving somewhere else, I guess. Yeah, I think if you, but definitely, you have to prepare that your life will be different, but it's not that scary. And I trust most people can do it. If you want to take that step, go for it. Do it. It will be amazing. Like, I think, like, so one thing I realized, I think I've been sharing this in another podcast, but one thing I realized recently as well is that when I have a strong conviction, uh, that whatever thing I'm working on with that strong conviction, it might not end up the way I expected it to be, but it will end up well. So that's what made me a lot more confident recently on this thing I'm doing. I'm not sure how it'll end up a year later, but I'm pretty sure I'll gain something from it. Like just like Ethereum mining, starting my first company, and most recently, um, breaking up with my ex and then like writing off all the investment I have made on her. But that whole thing, it like the original plan for that is that definitely I want to be with her for the rest of my life. That did not work out, but it worked out well for me with all the experience, all like throughout the journey. I've learned so much, and I did better financially as well. So this London thing, I'm not sure how it will end up, but I know it will end up better. I will end up better when I started. Like right now, I'm already appreciating all the things I've learned, all the people I've met, and all that. So yes, it's a very exciting journey for me, and I am very excited for myself. Yeah, but yeah, very happy. And right now, I'm very happy for another thing because today, honestly, I don't know, this week I haven't been super productive, so today I've been slacking off as well. I just finished editing the podcast that will be coming out the the on 31st of October. Yeah. The basically Sheen's episode which just came out. Yeah, because like this episode will come out after that. Yeah. But yeah, I just did that and then I was like because I really want to watch movie. Recently I've been so sorry, like thank you for listening till this end, and now it's just gonna be me sharing about my life, talking like genuinely talking about stuff that is not how London transformed me. But yeah, like so I've been very enjoying the TV show The Bear. It's amazing. And then I've been watching too much. But later I might watch a movie or watch that. I'm not sure. And then I was just like, I need to record this podcast so that I can edit it, and then I can post post it, schedule it, and something like that. And then I need to do it before I have my dinner because I'm gonna cook chili con carne. And then I have this genius idea. Originally, I was thinking of eating it with rice, but I had this genius idea that, why not? I can just eat it with nachos because I have a bag of nachos and then I want to watch a movie. So this is the genius idea I have, and then I'm so excited about it. And then now that I have done this podcast, like, I mean, it's not finished, but I know that I'm doing it, and then it's gonna be over soon. I'll be happy to finally indulge in that meal, cook that meal, indulge in that meal, and then watch a movie that I enjoy. And then tomorrow will be a weekend. A lot of things going on still. Like I'm gonna prepare for my upcoming interviews and all that kind of stuff. Looking for interns, that is very important for me. And yeah, see how will life turn out for me. But definitely, I am very thankful of myself, and I urge every one of you to do the same as well. Yeah, be thankful of yourself, of all the decision you have made till today. Definitely, you might have made wrong decisions previously, but well, you have done it. You can't change it. What's next? What's more important is what's coming next. So if you really think that you have did something you have regretted, start doing things differently now to make sure that you don't regret what you have done. And then I'm very happy that I moved down to London. And there are parts of there are moments which I regret as well. Like the most recent one, like I talked about the investor event, which I investment event I went to. When I was there, that was the day where I was like, I don't know, I don't feel good. I don't feel like chatting with people. I was just like, when I went there, I just took a cup of tea and I just sat in the corner. But luckily, someone started speaking to me, and then I realized that, oh my God, I'm in such a rare event because it's about equity crowdfunding, and then I don't really know many people that does that. So it's a very good opportunity to meet other people that does the same thing. So it was amazing that I did that. So I knew I got to know a few amazing people that does that, which only happened because I started talking to them. So yeah, like definitely I regretted not speaking earlier, but I'm glad I still spoke. And then that experience taught me that, yeah, make sure that you do something that you wouldn't regret in the future. So yes, that is for you. And then definitely I thank myself for doing this, moving down to London and executing all this change in my life, which makes my life very like exciting, and I really look forward to how it will change to the future. So yes, I guess London transformed me. It's probably not for everyone, definitely, especially the fast pace, and then some people really don't want to spend more. It's fine that you don't want to move down to London, but I guess this is the few things that I want to share, that it, like, why moving down to London transformed me. And yeah, in upcoming episodes, definitely, I hope when I find a job, I'll definitely talk about that. If you're interested about my dating part, let me know. I might dive deeper into that because I find that that's a very interesting topic, and I have definitely learned a lot from that. So I think it'll be a very interesting topic for myself, for my background, like Asian or Malaysian Asian, which I find that it's quite a not socially accepted thing. Like, and I'm even because like I just genuinely forgot, like there, like with the age gap, like my dad definitely never used it, so he doesn't know how it works. He was asking me, how does it work, like do you get to see people that like you, or how does it work? Is there pictures and all that kind of stuff? So it's a very interesting topic that I might dive deeper in the next upcoming moments episode. But yes, let me know if there's any other topics that you would love me to talk about, share about my life and all that kind of stuff, or even like the dive deeply into the financial aspect of living in London and all this. I would love to do that. But other than that, I thank you. I really thank all of you for watching this episode. And yes, bye bye. If you enjoyed the podcast, I would really appreciate if you leave us a 5-star review and follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or if you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Thanks again for listening to Gen Z Journey. We'll see you again next week. Remember to subscribe to get notified as new episodes come out every Thursday, and please share this podcast to anyone you think would enjoy it. This is Andrew Kwan from Gen Z Journey.